Good afternoon. I trust that you are well. It is 1 minute to the top of the hour East African time. Another opportunity to bring you up to speed on the latest in the world of news and place you ahead of the curve from news across all the 47 counties and even beyond. But first, the highlights. Services at the Kenyatta University Teaching, Research and Referral Hospital paralyzed as medics and other support staff down their tools to protest working conditions at the Level 6 facility.
The bare minimum, our restatement of our medical cover within 24 hours. Secondly, disbandment of the board within 24 hours. Thirdly, restatement of our CEO.
NAK Kenya's Martha Karua and other lawyers have been locked out of a courtroom in the case facing Ugandan opposition leader Kizza Besigye in Uganda. Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi leads the Kenya at 60 diplomatic journey celebrations at KICC.
Since independence, Kenya has pursued a pragmatic foreign policy characterized by a blend of continuity and strategic adaptation.
Once again, good afternoon. I trust that you're well. Welcome on board. My name is Moige William and this is TV47 News Now. We start off with matters health, whereby Kenya Medical Practitioners, Pharmacists and Dentist Union and the Kenya National Union of Nurses at Kenyatta University Teaching Referral and that is Teaching Research and Referral Hospital paralyzed healthcare services at the Level 6 facility to voice their grievances. Speaking during the protest, the medical staff called on the Ministry of Health to address their concerns immediately and gave the hospital management a 24-hour ultimatum to respond to their request or face withdrawal of services. The protesters also demanded for the reinstatement of the hospital's chief executive officer, Ahmed Dagane, who was sent on compulsory leave by the management board.
Kwa hivyo shida ya hapa KU ama hospitali ya KU inaongozwa na lile baraza ambalo linaamua maamuzi ya vile hospitali itakavyoendezwa.
Our bare minimum is reinstatement of our medical cover. The bare minimum, our reinstatement of our medical cover within 24 hours. Secondly, disbandment of the board within 24 hours. Thirdly, reinstatement of our CEO, Ahmed Dagane. Those are the bare minimum, first of all.
And we say, if the three demands are not met, within 24 hours, it will be a total paralysis of the hospital services.
Yangu mzima leo kwa sababu kwenda na kurudi ni pesa na hali kazi yangu sisi kuifanya. Ningeomba hii bond ambao wanapigana pande zote mbili wakae chini wasikizane kwa sababu wakati wanapigana nyasi ndio huumia.
All right, now let us briefly cross borders, but just to our neighbors here in Uganda, whereby lawyers defending Uganda opposition leader Kizza Besigye, led by Martha Karua, were denied audience by Uganda's Martial Court. Karua citing delays in the issuance of a special license from the Uganda Law Council. Well, speaking to Uganda's local press, Karua explained that via phone she had engaged the council, which promised to urgently address the matter with a response expected tomorrow, that is on Tuesday. Besigye was arrested in Nairobi on November 16th and later charged at a military court for unlawfully being in possession of firearms and ammunition. The court has, however, adjourned until December 10th after defense lawyers requested the adjournment to allow time to process the temporary practicing license for lead lawyer Martha Karua. Back home, Savannah Clinker chairperson Benson Data was this morning released unconditionally by a Nairobi court after it was informed that a High Court injunction had been issued to halt the businessman's prosecution and detention. This is after Data did spend the weekend in custody, whereby Magistrate Gilbert Shikwe postponed the bail decision and directed that the case be heard on January 30th, the year 2025. Data was on Friday charged with defrauding Absa Bank 4.5 billion shillings, purporting to act on behalf of Savannah Cement Limited. The matter before the High Court will be mentioned on January 21st for further directions.
Release Mr. Benson Data immediately so that we can all be in compliance with the High Court order. That's all, Your Honor.
No issues. Okay. So we'll get a mention. That's a mention to get an update on what has transpired in the Superior Court. So we're down tools for now.
In other news, residents of Gimariani Village, Hamisi constituency, Vihiga County, are calling upon the government to evacuate them to safer grounds following heavy rains which have resulted in frequent landslides that could cost lives. The road connecting the village to other areas was swept away by heavy rains, hence isolating the area. Local residents are now pointing fingers at elected leaders in Vihiga County for failing to offer permanent solutions to the frequent landslides that occur in the area, especially during rainy seasons. The area chief, Patrick Chehenza, has stated that efforts are underway to move locals out of the area.
Nyumba yangu imeanguka, maji iko kwa nyumba, hata barabara hakuna. Siwezi tutaishi namna gani? Na niko na watoto wachanga. Hao watoto wako tu kwa maji. Sijui nitasaidia namna gani. Kutoka kwa nyumba ni hatari. Siwezi kuenda kutafuta gorogoro kwa maana niko na watoto. Hao watoto wataishi namna gani? Na hao watoto nikitoka wataingia kwa maji. Na hiyo maji itapeleka hao watoto. Serikali, mtusaidie.
Kuna wakati hii kitu kililipuka Gimariani. Wakubwa walikuja wakaangalia huko Gimariani, hakuna chenye walitusaidia. Waliangalia tu, wakapiga mapicha na wakaenda. Tena hii mara ya pili, tena kimelipuka tena. Tena wanakuja, wanaiangalia tu, wanakuja wanaangalia, alafu wanaenda. Nyumba yetu imebomoka yote, imepelekwa na maji. Miti zimeanguka, zimeenda. Mashamba zimeenda. Hatuna usaidizi yoyote.
Nataka serikali ikuje kusaidie, atupeleke mahali tunaweza kaa mpaka mvua iishe. Hata kulala mattress inakuwa maji.
Hiyo barabara ambayo iliweza kukatika kwa sababu ya landslide, na si jambo mgeni katika eneo letu. Tumekuwa na hizo mambo za mashamba katika, but haswa hiyo ndio imetuletea wasiwasi kubwa kwa vile watu hawajaweza kuvuka the other side, na tumeweza kuwezesha kwamba wakaende mahali ambapo pako salama.
And away from the plight of Hamisi sub-county residents, we head to Nakuru County, whereby a rise in HIV and AIDS infection has been recorded. This is according to the Nakuru County multi-sectoral HIV and AIDS coordinator Bernard Lugam, who noted that statistics currently show that Nakuru County has over 65,000 people infected this year compared to last year's 58,000 who were infected persons. Lugam spoke in Kabazi, Nakuru County during the World AIDS Day commemoration event. He also revealed that the county is ahead of the pack in sensitizing the society in collaborating with USAID and other in the fight against HIV and AIDS. He further noted that Nakuru County has enough supply of drugs all around different hospitals within the county.
Siku ya virusi duniani huwa inatukumbusha kitu kimoja. Mimi kama mtu ambaye anaishi na virusi vya HIV, ninaona kuwa kuna watu wanatufikiria mahali. This is my 22nd year. since I'm a status. So changamoto ziko nyingi. Wakati mwingine umeenda sokoni unakuta wale ambao hawajaelewa inakuwa vigumu. But sasa hizi tunashukuru serikali yetu, tunashukuru kaunti yetu, tumekanyaga hatua. Kwa sasa hizi watu wamehamasishwa, ni watu wachache tu ambao hawajui. Even though tunasema stigma imepunguka. Na tukishikia hapo tuweze kuendelea. Najua ikipunguzwa zaidi ya hapo tutaweza kuishi normal life, kila mtu atakuwa sawa.
Kwa sasa takwimu za kudadisi zinatuambia ya kwamba tuko na watu 65,149 ambao wanakadiriwa kuwa na virusi vya ukimwi katika kaunti ya Nakuru. Hiyo idadi imeongezeka. Pale awali tulikuwa na watu 58,000 mwaka uliopita na sasa imefikia watu 65,149.
Kumbuka mada ya mwaka huu tunahusisha wanaume na vijana. Kwa hivyo wanaume watokee mbele, waweze kuongea haya maneno kama viongozi wa manyumbani. Pia lile jambo ambalo linahusisha wasichana wetu ya teenage pregnancies na HIV infections na sexual gender based violence, wanaume watokee mstari wa mbele waweze kupigana na hayo maneno.
Kuna rika fulani ambayo ni kama imesahaulika. Saa hizi watoto wetu tukiwazaa wale ambao wana HIV wanakuwa na miili yao inakomaa. Wanaanza exploration. Na kama wanaweza husishwa vizuri, wanaweza shughulikiwa, wapewe kama ni hizo support groups.
Right, now to some dance and culture together with a fuse of music. The 97th Kenya Music and Cultural Festival 2024 begins today in Taita Taveta. The festival will be held for 10 days under the theme, Our Culture, Our Wealth. Our very own Julius Mariki has joined the event and has the details.
Well, the 97th edition of the Kenya Music and Cultural Festival has already begun here in Taita Taveta County, where the venue is in Taita Taveta National Polytechnic, and we'll be getting to hear some of the sentiments of those whom we have spoken to.
Naitwa Selina Panyangareng, toka West Pokot County. Sisi ni wa Pokot. Sisi ni waimbaji. Hii kikundi inaitwa Kalacha Traditional Dancers. Na tunapenda uimbaji sana. Na ndio tumekuja kutumuika hapa Taita Taveta. Hii cultural music tunaipenda sana. Na tumesikia tuko kaunti ya Taita Taveta, tunaona tumesikia vizuri sana.
Na hii ni kusema kwamba wafanyi biashara wote ambao wako katika eneo hili wanafaidi na biashara ambayo itaendelea katika hizi siku 10 ambazo mashindano haya yatakuwa. Kwa hivyo kuna faida kubwa hasa ya kiuchumi katika kaunti hii kwa sababu ya shughuli hizi za hii festival.
So I'm here also, you can see I'm dressed in a traditional wear. Doing a traditional spoken word. So naweza sema pia it is a call to all the youth na vijana hapo nje wenye bado hawaja embrace culture to come and tap into their culture na understand kuwa katika utamaduni wetu ndio kuna utajiri wetu.
We expect an injection of over 40 or 50 million to turn around to be injected within our local economy. So that is an empowerment directly to our people. Also it is a great platform for our artists. They're able to interact with other counties nationally, and as the linkages which are there.
We want to use this as a platform for enabling our artists and cultural practitioners to give them an opportunity, a platform where one, they can enhance their skills. Secondly, they can also create markets for their product, because we are saying the whole of the country itakuwa hapa. Kitengo kingine tuko nacho kwa hii festival ni exhibition. Kuna exhibition ambayo itakuwa inaendelea ambapo tumepea nafasi wasanii kuweza ku-exhibit their works. Kwa hivyo hiyo ni lengo lingine letu kwamba tunaweza tumia hii festival pia kuendeleza wasanii wetu economic.
Well, and those are some of their sentiments, and we'll be looking forward to see how the competition will be faring on. And the last day of the 10 days of this competition, we'll see who will emerge the winner. Reporting for TV47, I'm Julius Mariki, Mwakibo.
All right, Mareki, we'll be expecting more of the dances from Taita Taveta and the good vibes. Make sure you share more of those, right? Elsewhere, more than 20 Kiambu rescue workers have graduated after completing disaster management training course at the Kiambu County Fire Training Institute, which is in partnership with the Polish Center for International Aid. Rescue workers from Nairobi County also participated in the training, spearheaded by the county government of Kiambu, which is part of the county's efforts to boost the capacity and skills of the Kiambu rescue team.
Today we had the honor to graduate on urban search and rescue, training that incorporates both medical and building collapse. And with the enhanced equipment and the high training, we will be able to respond in a very short duration to save more life and to mitigate more disasters.
I can say on average, for example, on average we respond to, for example, around 50 deep pit rescue. Yeah, where people have fallen into wells, into pit latrines, and in the recent past we have rescued, for example, a number of people. We have been able to retrieve them from deep pits and pit latrines alive, both adults and infants. So we have done that because we have done it professionally. We have done deep pit rescue after acquiring skills from Polish Center for International Aid.
We've managed to support our firefighters with several equipments to facilitate them to facilitate them and enable them to carry out the various rescue missions safely and efficiently.
Now, to their farms. Cotton farmers in Busia and Siaya counties have received a major boost as the government and stakeholders work to revive the struggling ginneries in the region. Years of neglect and financial challenges had left these facilities non-operational, but a collaborative effort is breathing new life into Kenya's cotton industry. According to Esbon Olwenil, the company is also engaging utility providers to implement sustainable solutions for uninterrupted operations at the ginneries. Meanwhile, farmers in Busia like Benjamin Onyango are optimistic about the revival but face challenges such as pest infestations, inadequate extension services and limited access to seeds and pesticides. He urged the government to address these issues to maximize the benefits of the cotton resurgence, highlighting the need for better coordination and timely support.
And in getting the tenders from government, then that plays a role in promoting the local cotton production, in that we have managed to secure these tenders, and this primarily because of our high quality. This extends down to paying of farmers and procuring of some of these inputs.
Changamoto kidogo tu ya kuspray kama msimu huu tumekuwa na mvua mingi, sasa tukagharamika kununua dawa ya kuspray pamba. Mwaka huu tumespray safari mingi kuliko miaka zingine kwa ajili ya mvua mingi, lakini matarajio yetu inaonekana itakuwa.
And now, tea directors from Zone 7, which is made up of factories from Meru and Tharaka Nithi region, have told of Principal Secretary for Agriculture Dr. Paul Rono over his statement when he made an impromptu visit at troubled, let me say this in Kikuyu, Meshimikoro Tea Factory in Tigania East constituency. During his visit, PS Rono directed Meshimikoro directors to step down and go away, while a caretaker board of directors takes over management of the factory. The directors have revealed the biggest challenge at Meshimikoro factory is has a vested interest of certain politicians and tycoons who want to win ongoing lucrative contracts of constructing a new tea factory at the center.
Mine is to indicate very precisely that we are concerned about the conduct of the one PS for the Ministry of Agriculture. His behavior and the conduct when he came to Mishimekoro is wanting. Because we are wondering, although the government is supporting the key sector, the tea farmers, the small tea growers, certain officials in the Ministry of Agriculture are misbehaving in as far as the ethics of tea management, governance in tea sector is concerned. We were concerned as the electors, not only in Imeru, but in the entire country, whether west of Rift Valley or east of Rift Valley, on the conduct of certain officials from the ministry and other key stakeholders in the sector.
The elections in Moige have been bad with a lot of issues and court cases. There are people who are out there who do not want the directors in Mechimekoro to perform, and they do not want that factory to rise so that they can blame it on the factory directors because they purely have some vested interest in that factory. There are people who want to get the contracts that are going on in the factories. You know, in Moige we are trying to construct a new factory, and there are people with vested interest there, and they want to remove the directors forcefully so that they can install their own directors who actually they are going to manipulate so that they can get those jobs.
All right, and the Kenya College of Forestry in Londiani, Kericho County, has organized a tree planting activity to promote the use of digital Jaza Miti program. This initiative aims to help Kenya achieve its goal of planting 15 billion trees by 2032. Dr. Elizabeth Wambogo, the head of Londiani College of Forestry, stated that the Jaza Miti program significantly contributes to monitoring and maintaining records of tree planting efforts. Kipkelion East Member of Parliament Joseph Cherorot praised the initiative and urged Kenyans to embrace the fully utilize that particular facility.
Ketisa, Mr. Patrick Ngana, spokesman.
Since it is our responsibility to promote the 15 billion trees challenge, we started by planting trees. The representatives, the CEOs, and some students had a good time planting trees in this area. We have also promoted the Jaza Miti app so that every person who planted and the student could learn that when they plant trees, even in their home areas, in their schools, they can put it in the map of Kenya, because Jaza Miti app is what we are using to help us count the trees that are being planted so that it adds up to the 15 billion to give Kenya 30% tree cover by 2032.
There is no function without planting trees. Thank you so much, Dr. Elizabeth, for organizing our tree planting. Those who participated, make sure that you post it to Jaza Miti. And I want to invite you, don't go away. Make sure next time you come and check that tree that you planted today.
In other news, 2 suspects have been arrested over stolen cows. That is in Shinyalu, Kakamega County. The 2 were arrested at a petrol station where they were refueling their car, where residents found them saying that they were using a Probox. And that is according to Elder Hussein Alusa, have said that the incidences of cow theft have increased and requested for more police to patrol that particular area and reduce such incidences.
Na ng'ombe yangu niliamka saa 11 asubuhi nikapata ng'ombe hakuna kwa boma ya ng'ombe. Diposa tumetafuta na imepatikana kwa polisi Haega.
Tumezitafuta tukifuata miguu, tukafika mpaka Ilala, tukapigiwa simu ng'ombe zimepatikana Haega hapa.
Hii ni Nissan ndogo tu saloon. Ilikuwa imefunga ng'ombe kwa bahati ya Mwenyezi Mungu. Mafuta kawaishia wakaingia kwa petrol station ya Haega. Sasa mtu anamwaga mafuta, akaona gari inatingishika akashindwa kuangalia anakuta ng'ombe imefungwa imeleswa kwa kweli. Mara moja kalesi alarm, askari wa Haega waliingia mara moja kwa arrest hii watu. Hata hivi sasa tunaongea wako kwa seli. Haega hapa mmoja anasema anatoka Lusui, mwingine anatoka Machenga Maragoli siji Kisumu. Ile mvua inanyesha kubwa waizi wanaiba ng'ombe. Na nataka kuomba kwa regional commander Hii mara mambo ya gari katika Hayeka, hii ni mara ya tatu sasa nikiongea. Askari ukiwapigia simu wanatafuta pikipiki. Na askari wana pikipiki tambo ita boda this too late waizi wameenda. Hii iwe mara ya mwisho mimi nakuomba original commander, tafadhali kama uko pale kama utasikia hii habari, jaribu kuhakikisha Hayeka imepata gari.